Pleasant good morning, June 21st in the year 2025, PJD2 102.7 FM and simulcast on 1300 AM. I'm Antonio venturing in here for the full hour with you with Sports Forum. Sports Forum, of course, your interactive sports program where we give you all the news, reviews, and interviews with everything that's happening on St. Martin in the area of sports. Boy, I got to start out, of course, as we do weekly and give you the cycling report. This morning was pretty windy there, fellas. Tomorrow is a big cycling race organized by the Hot Wheels. It's going to start off at 12 p.m. on, I think, on the Pantophlet there to the Wooden Lodge. Close to the Wooden Lodge, they're going to be starting off there. So all you cycling fans, make sure and gear up for that tomorrow, 12 p.m. Hot Wheels. The guys, Papi and Henry Ellis, Claudia Ellis and Henry, Susanna and the crew, they're going to be putting on a big race there on the pond field. But this morning we had some cycling action, of course, out there this morning with the legend down street man, Jesus Pantophlet, holding it down. Those guys are getting ready for the race tomorrow. Jimmy Carty, the fireman, and of course we had the legend Team Del Skeet. We would have liked to have him in here with us because he's a Jaspanian. This morning we talking softball. So we're going to talk softball this morning, and we have the 2025 Veterans Division champs in the studios with us, man, and it's a pleasure to have them in the house with us because a little later on we can get the Lions jingle in with us, but we got the veterans in the house here with us, the Lions, and we're going to talk with them because they came, they came from not from nowhere, because the Lions have a great history, but they dethroned the Jaspanians, who were the 2024 champs. So without further ado, let me introduce my guests in the studios, man. We got graced by a lot of legends this morning. So we got to start off. Of course, we got the man himself, Simon Pantophlet, in the house with us. Simon, good morning and welcome to the program, man.
Good morning, Mr. Duncan. Thanks for having us.
Man, I'm happy to have you. Then this guy here, never got him before on the program. So this, I gotta ask him a lot of things. When we get hold of them, we gotta hold on to them because these guys been around for a long time. Stephen, good morning, man. Come a little closer to your microphone.
Morning. So how you doing?
I good, man. I good. How you guys doing? I recover a bit good from the victory celebration.
Honestly, we still recovering. Yeah, it's a 50+ league, so the bones ain't young like before anymore.
Boy.
But first of all, I'd like to say thank you for inviting me to the program. And indeed, yes, it's the first time I'm here. I've had some fellow colleagues here, some fellow ball players who've mentioned my name many times. But
we had your sons here too, huh? We had your sons here. They forced you. They came. We had both of your sons at the program, so we got history with the Constance family, man.
Thanks for having us, man.
Hey, also with us in the studios is the man himself, DVH Duncan von Heyningen.
Yeah, boy.
How things, man?
I'm great.
You great?
I'm great. Next to my where I used to sit down for 5 years when I was working here on the station, man.
That's a lot.
Master day over there.
That's a long. So you feel you can still handle the boards? You go handle the controls?
That's
easy. All right.
That's easy, man. Like riding a bike, man.
What you used to do? Oh, you used to run your program, hip hop program.
Yeah, Beach Street.
All right.
5 years.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
What we talking softball this morning, man?
You're right.
Softball. We talking softball, and of course the Lions, 2025 champions. Let's start with the beginning of the season because last year you guys were the Jaspanians stood the crown last year, and I think how the season started off for you guys, because I get an impression that somewhere around the end there, the Lions start to roar. I think after the second jingle come out.
Well, we started off the season pretty good. Huh? I think we had a 5-0 run or something like that. Yes, until we met the Jaspanians. We lost one game against them. Then we lost a game against Tigers, and Jaspanians beat us again. We also beat them 2 games. Did Rebels beat us again? No? Yeah, so we ended up losing only 3 games in the regular season.
Okay. So I thought the Jaspanians were undefeated or something like that.
No. As a matter of fact, we beat them 5 games in a row.
Wow.
From the last 5 times we met them, we beat them all 5 games.
And from the playoff finals come up.
Yeah.
Some people say that since the last appearance on this program, that was it for them. They went since.
They run off a sting.
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. They have their own issues today. So let's go back a little bit, because this is the first time actually interviewing the Lions. Tell us a bit about the history of the Lions, because the Lions got a long history in softball and St. Martin. So tell us when the Lions started off.
Indeed, we have a very long history of softball. We started out since 2002. It was just bank employees at the time.
Okay.
When Rhode Island Bank sponsored us. Where we get a lot of blows. We traveled a lot before we even joined the local competition. And after we joined the local competition in 2003, and there's where the reign of the Lions started. We became champs 2003, 2004, sub-champ 2005, take it back 2006.
Wow.
You know, it's a long reign. Going back from 2003 up to 2025 now is like 22 years. And out of those 22 years, we've been either champ or sub-champs for 18 years.
Wow.
Yeah, so we've been around.
Now, tell us a bit, because of course you brought along 3 players with you, but give us a little history about the players who make up the Lions. And you said first it's bank employees. So when the shift came about?
The shift came about around 2006 actually. Because softball started to become very competitive at the time. With bank employees alone, it was just entertainment. It was fun. So then we recruited a few outsiders, and they were related to the bank because they had family working in the bank. And stuff like that. So from there, softball become very competitive. And I can mention it used to be against the superstars. First like Quebec Stars, then they became Son Latino Stars, and then they became Superstar. So every time we beat them, they change the name.
Whoa!
Shots fired.
No, the core of the Lions, because I get impression that there's a core that has remained over the years with the Lions. So who are some of the players that started off, and how that transition?
Well, I have 2 of them with me here now, Simon Pantophlet and Duncan van Heyningen. We also have Mr. Chanel James. We have Rudy Bailey. We got Patrick Driver.
MVP?
Yeah, MVP of this year. This season. We have his brother Irvin Drivers. We have Felix Illich also was there for some time. Help me guys, I can't remember. Judensi Cuffy was one of them, but he didn't play this year with us, so he's coming back next year. He played a couple of games on the ABC tournament. But in the 50+ league, there's a rule that you can only play 2 49ers at a time. So some of them were left out. But this year, the core getting back together because everybody's 50 now.
Everybody's 50.
Yeah, everybody's 50.
So the party start now.
Party start again.
But listen, all the years you guys been in, but the veteran league just started. You guys just move up to the 50+ recently.
22, yeah.
Okay.
22, yeah.
So before that, it was in the main camp.
The seniors, yeah, the young boys, yeah. I can even give you the history of since we joined the 50+. We joined, I have it here, just 1 second. We joined in 2022. In 40+ we became champs. And 40+, we also have a 40+ league. In 2023, 50+ we became sub-champ. In 24, as you know, we became sub-champs against the Jack Spaniards. And this year, 25, we take it.
You take the crown.
Yeah, nobody never beat me twice in a row.
And the brooms come up.
Yeah,
the brooms was out.
Oh yes.
The brooms was out. Now let's go over to Simon, because I think you kind of the most active player for the whole season, because how much different teams you play on, man?
I play with also the Ligadas, is a Spanish team.
So you're double champ this year.
Yes, double champ. It's been a lot of hard work for me for the role I had to play this year. First time playing that type of role, and I think I took it pretty good. along with the management, Stephen and Cuffy and Nelson Pipping, we sat and we talked about what we we're going to do and strategized for the year, and it worked out pretty good. So.
Okay, but how difficult it is balancing that role? One day you're playing, for example, fast pitch in the major division. The next day you're playing. How do you adjust? Because I get the impression that you do that seamlessly in the bat. You just keep clocking. The hits just keep coming.
Well, it's just about preparation, game preparation. I know what I have to do with the Illegalis in the regular, and also with the 50 plus. So it's about making adjustments at the plate. The games before my game, I prepare myself what pitches to look for and where to hit them. Get my timing on and go from there.
All right.
And he put in practice.
He put in a lot of practice.
That's for sure.
So how much times a week you guys practice? Because
actually, we have 2 practice days, but most of the time it's only once a week.
The practice always end up with
it got to do with age.
Yeah, I think
you gotta do with
You
age.
book one practice, you book one and then make sure that one. You book 2 and make sure that one happened.
But towards the second half of the season, though, like we started doing batting practice on Wednesdays, and that became very consistent. And more players, as the season went on, more and more players come out, and actually I think it helped the team get closer.
I got the
It
impression.
brought about more camaraderie, more, more closeness as brothers, So, and towards the end of the season, our team everyone could count on each other. Like Simon said, he had to actually he's been a starter his entire life, and he had to kind of balance playing off the bench at times and stuff like that, because he was one of the 49-year-old players this year, and only one can be in the lineup at a time. So a lot of players made a sacrifice for the betterment of the team. And the results are there. We went clean sweep the whole playoff.
Well, the pressure was on. The pressure was on because
yeah, for sure.
The pressure was on.
We never get beat twice in a row. You know what I mean? We beat people twice in a row, but we never get beat twice in a row.
Wow. Yeah. Hey, we join also by the man Franklin Cuffy. Give him this one here, the microphone there. It's the Cuffy. How is it, man? How are you doing this morning? Welcome to the program.
Good morning.
You're a repeat visitor, so you don't need much introduction. Welcome back to the program. I didn't know you was a coach on the Lions team. These things come out as all like a surprise. I had you last year with the friends, and then this year I see like Lions like pulling at a certain moment pulling the pull things together to try to get deal with these guys.
Well, once more, good morning, everyone. Well, okay, the history of Lions. I've been part of it all the time, though.
Okay.
Why? If they become champion, I stop champion. Very simple.
Any which way you count in your contribution. Either they leave you come champion or they leave you come second sub-champ.
Yeah, well, okay, these guys, I know them for long. We had a lot of competition, and because while coming up from airport, hearing the radio, what they saying, and it's like that, you grow up together, we playing ball, we can cuss each other, but we playing ball, and the game is there. So, if you want to see a good game, in those days, it was Lions Superstars, then it become Lions, Astros, then Lions Illegals.
Like I told you, Tony, every time
They change the name.
Every like I told you before, every time we beat them, they change the name.
Now, 50 plus. I get the impression that 50 plus it has a dynamics with it, because that to me that like the most competitive league right now, even though that should be like. So how it is? What was the strategy when you're coaching the 50 plus? Because I mean, it's different than coaching the 40 plus or whatever. Because so how do you?
You have to know the players. If you know the players, like for instance, if I'm on third base or first base, Simon come to bat. Simon is a younger breed. I know if he hit the ball, I might get a double. A hit, it can be a double and it can be a triple. So you have to balance to see who's batter coming, who gonna bat, and where they hit the ball. That's very important because remember, these guys, some of them are a little bit old, you know, the ball is swim, they can't be sending.
Hey, we send a fella to steal.
Oh yeah.
Hey, radio listeners, if you just joined us, you enjoyed the Sports Forum here on PJD2, man. I have in the house with us the 2025 50-plus champ. And you heard their trajectory over the last, since 2022. The Lions has been roaring. Hey, shout out to Bucci, Frankie Myers, and the crew, man. Listen, we still friends.
Me too.
Bucci's my boy. Listen, Bucci, we back on a bicycle Monday. We go do a bicycle thing Monday, so you don't feel no way on that. But hey, look, my boy Miguel online too. Miguel Jans, morning. How you doing? Shout out to Clavis Henderson. And of course, we got the man Alex Harrigan Barney up there in the US of A, man. You guys used to play together basketball, Steve. Back on the Magic back in the days. So of course, we hear the Lions are here in the house, and we're gonna talk to them and get a little input from them on, you know, all the dynamics of the season. Now, the Lions, you guys took after the regular season, you guys went on the wings in the playoff. What were some of the key changes that you had to make in the playoff to ensure that you guys were victorious, man? Because what are some of the key changes that you guys made? Or was it just the same? Everything remained the same from the regular competition?
Consistency. Have to stay on track. Like how Steven said, there's only 3 games they lose. Why you lose 3 games? Check out what was the errors and the mistake that was made in those games and make sure it ain't happen again. And continue put the pressure.
Duncan, for you, what was going into the playoff, going up against the Jaspanias, and we know the fellas, them was roaring high. What were some of the things that you deem important for the team at that moment?
I think what's important, and I mentioned it a little earlier, I think we gelled at the right time. Yes, we were winning a lot of games early on in the season, but it took us to have the 3 losses for us to kind of humble ourselves and make sure that we focus on each game we play and not to take any team for granted. And I think we went in with that mind state against everyone we played, and you could see the results. Like from midway during the season, you could see the results and the amount of runs we outscored teams by this season. We almost double up the league.
Wow.
Almost. We were short by 10 runs to double up the league that we played against, you know. So it's something serious. And in the playoffs, I think we outscored them by how many runs? Somebody added up. But we outscored the team. We almost double up the teams the whole season, you know, including the playoffs. So our run productivity, I think also fine-tuning the batting order during the season, that was very important. Knowing who to place where, knowing how to protect, for instance, our most dangerous batter in the league, Mr. Rudy Bailey, how to protect him from getting intentionally walked all the time. So that's where you get a Simon Pantophlet and you get a Rudy or Patrick Drivers, you know what I mean, to bat behind it. So you
put him back to
you
back.
have to protect him so that if you're walking, you know you're
still in trouble.
You're going in the ants nest either way, you know. So that's the Lions then. Yeah. So that's really something you learn as a team. You fine tune, and I think the blend of guys, and Pipping did an awesome job as well recruiting some of the guys that played with us this season. You know, we recruited a well-known coach in the league, has been to many championship games. You know, so I think that that was the dynamic that took us over the hump this year.
Now, how important is pitching in the veterans division? Because we see, I know in the 40-plus, pitching made all the difference this year. But how important is it? Is it equal? How is important pitching? And
pitching is very important, Tony. You know why? It's a 50-plus league, so you don't expect a pitcher to go there and give you a whole 5 innings, the whole game. You know. So I think that was one of the key points with us too. We had multiple pitchers. So we at a point we had a pitcher that could give you one inning a game, a whole game. We've got 5 pitchers on the bench, you know, and that helped a lot. The bones ain't like before. So but we have a wall. What do you call it? A king of the hills, Mr. Tomas Beras. Yeah, he gave us a lot this year.
He gave you a lot of good innings.
Yeah, he gave us a lot of good innings.
And they're in more trouble next year because he retired from the young boy game.
He retired from the young boys. Yeah.
So he's only going to be playing 50 plus.
Only 50 plus.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like Duncan mentioned, one of the key points was the new addition to the team. After the first round, we recruited some key players.
Who were some of those players? Because I see you brought back a guy there. I didn't see him in a long time there. What's his name? Gonzalez and what he named? Jiggy2. Because
Jiggy Santana. Rodrigo Santana.
Jiggy for this one, and they were key players because you were able to stabilize the field. You know, we have on our team we have a lot of guys that play multiple positions, but when you can stabilize the team and have fellows coming out the bench and continue to do the job, I think that's really we excelled over most of the teams. Yeah.
Very
I
strong.
think I also got to mention our method, no 3 innings and that's it.
Yeah, like he said about the runs. He mentioned about the runs.
Yeah.
The Wednesday night batting practice contributed towards that. You know,
is batting practice is batting practice the same as what kind of batting practice you do is for softball? You guys play modified.
It's the same.
Adjustment.
It's adjustment.
Just timing. You get your timing. Put your timing in that.
So we have good pitches and not bad pitches.
Yeah.
Leaving the bad ones go, even in batting practice. You know?
Even in practice, batting practice tends to, because when you're not getting good swings, you're hearing your teammate, hey, let's go hit the ball, go do this, you're doing that. So,
We put pressure. Even in practice, I put pressure on the
put pressure on everybody, so you
gotta get it done.
gotta get it done right.
Yeah.
All righty, listeners, if you just joined us, you missed a good part of the program, man. I'm in the studios this morning, and this morning we have as our guests the 2025 Softball Veterans Plus 50 Plus Division Champs, the Lions, and they did a clean sweep this year on. You guys beat first. You went up first against the Tigers,
Rebels.
The Rebels, and that was a clean sweep. And then you went over to the Jazz Spaniards and
Finals,
in the final. Listen, personally, I don't like the clean sweep thing. Personally, I don't like the clean sweep thing. Personally, I don't like it, and I don't like it for the simple reason that I want more games to be played. I just want to see more games.
I guess the bad thing the same way like you do.
The bad thing the same way. Yeah. Listen, there's a certain level of, and we gotta admit that. I mean, there's a certain level of excitement and tension that the games between the Lions and Jazz Spaniards this year it brought about. And I mean, any fan wants to see those games because they are good games. A lot of veteran players who've played a lot of years, you're seeing them back, you're seeing them still performing. So it brings back a lot of memories and excitement as well, So and the teams are kind of evenly matched. So you get, it's really a good, and so, I mean, when it went to a clean sweep, I was like, man. It done already. It done so fast. I was really expecting a bigger fight, but I must say, I was expecting to go all the way down to the end.
I didn't expect a clean sweep either, but I took it.
Hey,
the Jazz Spaniards brought some excitement and some interest to the league. So
I think game one,
I'd like to thank them for that.
Yeah, but game one was a slugfest.
Yeah, game one.
Game one was a slugfest that could have gone either way because the score was very high.
Yeah.
Score was very high, and then game two was pure blows. Pure blows. That was game two. And then we went to game three. But like Simon mentioned just a little while ago, like we approach every game we play, we try to finish in 3 innings. Meaning we're trying to knock you out. And that has been our mindset this entire season.
Yep.
Because getting licks is bring out the beast in people.
Oh boy. Whoa. Hey. Now the bats in the balls for the veteran league are different, eh? Or no?
Yeah,
It's different, and it's kind of
Give me
a
the
little
mic.
soft. It's 303.
303.
right?
Uh-huh.
Not 300. So
They're a little soft.
they're a little soft. So you have to know how to swing your bat, because sometimes if you swing, it's going up.
They're going up in it.
So you have to know how to swing your bat.
Talking about bats.
Uh-huh.
Talking about bats, right?
Uh-huh.
If you notice, as a spectator, the real home run hitters was hitting home runs in the second half of the season.
In the second half of the
See, that
season.
one sinking good. Is when they
Explain.
when they apply the bat rule.
Uh-huh.
When they apply the bat rule, only certified bats allowed in the game. The whole dynamic of the game changed. Home runs became less. The real home, like I said, the real home run hitters was hitting home runs still. You know.
Shots fired. Shots fired.
Isn't the team song says it? What the team song is But the bats really made such a big difference in the home runs.
Listen, the difference between a $400 bat and a $100 bat is very big. Very big. A $300-400 bat is a big difference.
Explain
And
explain that. Explain that
bats
so the listeners
is
understand.
the design of the bats is for the ball to just jump off the bats. You know, so what they consider illegal bats is anything that doesn't have the stamps that they required on it. They consider illegal bats because they're actually very dangerous. You can actually hurt
You can hit
people.
for the pitcher.
The pitcher especially, like that's the shortest distance. Like if you hit a ball straight back to the pitcher, and it's the reason why you see in the younger league, so the open league, you see some pitchers actually
Wearing
pitching
the
with
mask,
because
correct.
that has become standard in those types of leagues because the bat speed of some of these players it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, and then you add a juice bat to that. You know, you're looking at potential disaster. But when they changed the bat rule, you saw a difference in the way teams start to hit. Because now the hitters that was hitting home runs before, now you have to start finding holes again and placing the ball. You know, hitting more strategic instead of just swinging for the fences.
So that changed the complete dynamics of the
Changed
game.
the whole game.
Wow. Now, Simon, you guys also played in the ABCS tournament this year. But Lions normally, I think Lions was the original team that represented in the ABCS.
Yes, it used to be. Lions actually used to be the Samartan representative in the ABC organization itself. So the organization consisted of members from Aruba, Curacao, Mbonia, and St. Martin, and we were the representatives. So we had an obligation to take part every year. And once it come to St. Martin, it was our turn to host it. We lost that obligation one year. I think it was after COVID. It was kind of challenging for us to partake in Curacao. And then they have this unwritten rule that if you don't take part, then you're not able to host the tournament next time. And so we turned it over to controllers, and they are now the local representative.
No, you guys participated in the 50 plus, the ABCS this year. I think you was in the pool of death. You guys.
The organizers make sure that.
Still able to do well for
I
that.
didn't get them wrong, but But yes, indeed, we were in a very strong pool, and we managed to conquer third place in the tournament. So.
We had Lions pegged to take the whole thing.
Me too. Unfortunately, we lost. The two games that we lost was against the same team.
Banksiro.
Team, and for some reason against them we didn't bat. You know, we left a lot of runners on base. And the bats didn't come through then. I don't know what happened there, but the first game they blew us out, and the second game they beat us by 7-2 or something like that. And we left many runners on base.
On base, stranded on base.
Stranded on base. Those bats didn't work out well against them.
Oh, it was for you, Simon. Give me your view on the ABCS, because I mean everybody was looking for Simon. Simon was on point with his batting, man, all the time. So how that season, was it the change in pitching? What was it really?
No, the 50 plus is okay. That's actually my type of speed. Like I could sit on those type of pitches and hit them hard and fast as I can. The ABCS was challenging because these guys the Curacao team, these guys never met the pitcher inside all day. And unless they make a mistake over the plate, and then have the field set properly. So it's hard to hit a ball in between third and shot, and the shots are right there sitting and waiting for the ball to come. So it's all about adjusting to pitches and looking for a good pitch to hit and hit it hard.
No, we know you was a great pitcher back in baseball, pitcher back in the days. You feel we can see Simon throw a few pitches anytime, just to show these young fellas the old Simon.
Simon, I'm going to sleep now. I did a lot of work in a lot of years. I can't say nothing about that. I was really proud of what I did. But as I say, it's the beginning and the end. So baseball for me is from 20 to 40. From the time you hit 40, that's it.
That's it.
And I did a lot of pitching. So, yeah.
We ain't gonna get to see none of that. Get to put on.
It hurts sometimes when I go and look at games and I see why pitchers are doing things like making mistakes that it's not gonna. It don't sit good to me when I see pitchers make dumb mistakes. I call it dumb mistakes. And in school, it's like a cardinal sin. You give up a two strike hit, 2 strike home run. You turn and have 2 strikes in the game. You walk in 4 pitches in a row, and those are cardinal sins in baseball. So, I see a lot of things that happen in baseball and softball even too. But nothing I can do about it. I'm not pitching anymore.
Hey, we go go to a break and stay tuned. We gotta get some bills paid, and thanks to our sponsors KFC. So stay tuned. We'll be right back after the break. Stick and stay. Don't go anywhere, man.
Yes.
Coming back.
Okay, we come back.
All right, welcome back to the program. You're on tune here to Sports Forum on PJD2 102.7 FM. Man, listen, let's take a listen to the Lions team song, man. Don't move. We gotta hear this because this is really the jingle. I think that when this jingle come up, it changed things a little bit because then like Lions start to get serious. They start to roar.
Everybody start to get vexed.
Okay.
No, I can't. I
All right, we gave you a piece of the Lions roaring there, and as the song says, fancy clothes and fancy bat. You know what they're talking about. Let me ask you, so who had fancy bats and fancy clothes, man? What are you talking about now?
all the teams. You want to sing
You want to sing
We didn't sing the song.
You want to sing look over.
We know it had some teams had more bats than other people for sure, though. Yeah.
But at a certain moment, listen, the beginning of
Everybody went
the
shopping.
but the beginning of the season, Lions didn't have the jingle. So at a certain moment, something had to change that motivated you guys to get a jingle yourself. What was the turning point?
The turning point of that was my good friend the Jack Spaniards came up with a song. They came up with a jingle too, you know. And at one point in the jingle, something was mentioned that I took it was towards us, so we had to come back strong. But it's still my friends, huh?
Hey, it's all in good fun, man.
Yeah, it is.
It's all in good fun. It's all in good fun because I mean, when you see the teams on the field, I mean, I get impression that it's a good competitive, you know, and good fun. Two talented teams going up against each other, and the best team have to put on what they have to do what they have to do on the field to win.
After the game, we together again.
We drink some beers together.
Coffee, you guys say something.
No, going back in those years, I remember how that field used to be full, and to see these guys then that had played before in those tournaments, and now that they're playing in the field go full again. So, you know, it brings a good feeling, you know. Like always saying Papa Mendo, Mama guy, you know, but it's good.
I think it's generally good for the sport when you see both teams, and I was impressed to see that at a certain moment I start to see the Lions fans coming out with their shots and things too. And for the ABCS it was all decked out. So, you know, but that brings about a different atmosphere when the teams themselves like have their fan clubs coming out to support them. But so at a certain moment, I think you guys went out and started to do your recruiting for your team, for your supporters too.
We had our supporters there, but they didn't have no fan shots. It was kind of, you know.
They were there incognito.
It's closed.
And then we get the mascot too, the mascot game.
I see that a lot of different things because come about, yeah. Go ahead, Stephen.
Yeah, I was about to say that's concerned. In the beginning, when we joined the 50 plus, we didn't really have a sponsor, you know. So the fellows then used to contribute so that we can get uniform, buy our own uniform, stuff like that. Sponsorship was kind of difficult to get. Nobody wanted to sponsor old fellows coming out here like that. Most sponsors tell you they want to dedicate time to school or to young boys. And stuff. But eventually, we managed to get some sponsorship, some good sponsorship, and there's where we excelled with the fan shots.
Okay.
So it was kind of challenging in the beginning, not to mention.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Hey, radio listeners, let me give you a little sport update, some news here, because we know that baseball action started back. That's taking place at the Irvin Baco Richardson Little League Baseball Stadium. You got the Pelican League ongoing, and we had a good game last night between the Quisquianos and the 7-2-1 Elite. 7-2-1 Elite came out victorious by the score of 6-3. So that was definitely a good game, and you know, we're happy that baseball is back. AA baseball is back. A lot of youngsters are out there in the field, so make sure, man, come out and support them. 7-2-1 Elite, they completely renovated themselves. A lot of youngsters playing in the team. So we got today, the action kicks off at 7 p.m. You got the controllers going up against the 7-2-1 Elite again. And then tomorrow, June 22nd, starting off at 2 p.m., you got the Tigers, the Cahill Tigers, going up against the Dodgers. The Dodgers, well, you know, you can put the Dodgers, a combination of the Farmer, Owls, and they start. That's the Dodgers now, and then that's the first game at 2 p.m. on Sunday, and then at 5 p.m. you got the Quisquianos going up against the Young Blue Jays. So a lot of baseball action. Make sure you go out and support the Pelican Baseball League, man. They're doing a fantastic job. And congratulations to Julian King. He's making great strides playing in, he was in the Dominican Republic now. This week we see he's in the Hangout League up there in Pensacola, Florida. And he is doing big things as he recorded in the games. He recorded thus far 3 singles and a double in just 6 at bat. And his batting average is .667. So hopefully he gets a great opportunity with a college team. Someone picks him up, and he will be off. His brother is already in college playing ball, so it would be good to once he gets over and gets a deal, because he's been working on that for quite some time, and he shows a lot of perseverance. Now, we know that a lot of awards were shared out this year. You mentioned how much awards did it, besides the championship, did the Lions team take? Because
we got Rudy Bailey got the home run champs, and I think Patrick got the MVP. MVP
of the league. So the
league, yeah.
The two main, those are two big
big awards for sure.
Big awards for sure, man. Two big awards. So we're supposed to have the president with us here. She's supposed to join us a little in a while, just to give us a little rundown on the season as well, as everything gets concluded. We're wrapping up next week. We're supposed to have the survivors in the house with us, the champion of the female division. And like Simon here, I got to ask him if we could get the illegales back in, because I got some pointed questions for the illegales too.
Why is that?
I got some questions for the illegales. So no, we honoring the champs here, definitely, because it's you go out there and you play your heart out. So we have to recognize you when you become champs. Now, Cuffy, we didn't see you this year on the field doing much umpiring. You retired from the umpire. You're taking a step back on that.
No. It's just we trying to recruit new members also, and younger. I can't say younger players, but because the younger players them gonna be playing. Guys them that retired, to put them on the field. Me myself with the teams them that I always used to be, I back off a little bit, like how Simon said there. With illegals too, I back off a little bit. Friends didn't come up this year, so I was with Lions, but I still stay in the background. When it's about managing, give the input, I will be there. So.
Oh, Simon, you also, besides playing so many games, you also umpired a lot of games. So you had some rough days out there. You had some rough days out there, man. How is that? Because a lot, and I want to focus it not from a lot of people feel it's easy. A lot of people feel it easy, and they focus on maybe the one or two balls a strike that go bad, and not on the major issues. How difficult is it being out there as an umpire, man?
People don't know how difficult it is, knowing that every single player, everything team, everybody know you. They feel they could always come and talk to you. And I have no problem with anybody talking to me. I don't disrespect nobody. I don't want nobody to disrespect me. So I can't. Like I said, I've been around the game for a long time. I know the strike zone, and people in the stands always say, "Oh, that was a strike, But from the left side and the right side, it looks like it's a strike. But you stand right behind.
People in left field calling a strike, and you behind them.
I'm right behind the place. So I'm not missing. So I just mark up points to look where the ball is, and then if it's there, it's a strike. If it's not, then it's not a strike. But it's tough. It's really tough because you got a lot of rules. And you got to try to remember, and still call balls and strikes, and especially umpire, the coaches and managers, and they don't give no break at all. They don't give you no break, but so they let you have it, but it's their right to do that, like I said, I tell them from the beginning, I'm not perfect. I try my best to do what I gotta do, and if I make a mistake, I make one or two mistakes, but try to do my best. So it's not easy. A lot of the talk, but not when it comes to umpires to see how it is.
They don't say the best umpires them is in the stand.
Yeah.
And coaches. And coaches. Because I coach about 4 or 5 games myself. I lose all. I coach a few games myself. I coach a few games myself.
And now with the umpiring is there is basic rules like foul, fair, strike, balls, safe and out. Those are calls that actually you can go at it, but now they have the you can appeal and those kind of things, you know. But in our days, before and now still here, you can't appeal like that because you don't have review. Ruling. Those coaches, those managers, supposed to know the ruling. And the ruling is where you're gonna work at. So we just tell the managers and the coaches them, you know, check your ruling and sometimes they will come at you, oh, show me in the book. I want you to show me in the book. No, you as the manager, you as the coach, you make sure come back
with the book.
And you know, appeal. And most of the time I tell them, you know, appeal the play.
I can't do it. I can't do it because there's a lot of rules to remember.
Obviously, you can't do it because your coach on the side.
Give the microphone.
I was saying obviously you can't do it because your coach from the sideline.
Yeah. We have a vantage position there that we can coach and if
Empire sometimes too.
Empire, and if the game ain't going our way, listen, we get up and walk out. all in it with no responsibilities at all. And now you also do some umpiring. But I wanted to ask, the 50+ league, where you guys see it going from here? Because I think this league is gonna should grow and become one of the most powerful leagues in softball. I see a lot of interest for this league.
I think it's gonna be good. One of the main reasons is that many fellows that have good names on the sport, they did well. Ambassadors, correct. So they're now at the age that they could play the veteran league, and you're seeing that coming back, that camaraderie coming back. So, it's gonna grow some more because we still have a couple recruits to pick up.
Yeah, but the team can only hold so much, man.
Some will leave and then some come back.
Hey, let's go. We're joined in the meantime there by Dr. Tameka Lambert, the president of the St. Martin United Softball Association, and she's just coming off of a second or third season as at the helm. Fourth? Third. Okay. Tameka, how are you doing?
I'm doing good, thank you. Good morning, radio listener. Thank you, Mr. Aventurin, for inviting us.
You gotta be relieved that the season is over.
You can't imagine.
So give us a wrap up on the season, because I know that I mentioned already the champs, but you have a lot of other players and stuff that were recognized for their performance this year.
So we managed to complete a successful 6-month season, and we've come to an end to the season. We closed off the season with three champions, which is the Lions, which we have in house today, along with the Illegales, who won the male division. You know, they had their top pitcher, so that pitcher dominated the mound. But I must say, Superstars did a very, very, very good job at competing and showing that we're not going back down. And then we had the young and upcoming survivors who kind of kicked in spinners behind. So it was quite an exciting season. We ended the season in that regard. And we've also had various players that stand out within the season, within the various divisions, as best batter, best pitcher, most stolen bases, Golden Glove, Rookie of the Year. We also had a senior award and the most valuable player. So I'll allow you to ask me, is there any division that you would like to know?
Let's start off with the 50+. Okay. I think they tell me the MVP and the home run champ already. Any other awards that went to the 50+, the veteran league?
Okay, so for the best pitcher within that division, that went to Samuel Daniel from the Jack Spaniards.
Yeah.
Jack Spaniards.
I saw he had a certain moment he couldn't himself throw the ball anymore.
He was going hard, to really try.
Yeah, he pitched a lot of
The biggest rival was between Jack Spaniards and Lions this year. So everybody left their hearts on the field. It could have gone either way, but I would have never expected for it to be a sweep.
Yeah.
But
I just told them I was upset with the sweep because just from the perspective I wanted to see more games.
Right. Within the home run division, we had Mr. Rudy Bailey, Chiqui. And he said from the beginning of the season, I am going to win that award.
Win that.
And he let everybody for next year, he's going to win again.
My challenge for next year. I told him to take his crown.
You're going to take the crown next year, Simon. Okay.
Within the male veterans division, it's Mr. Andrew Williams. He won the best batter award, and he comes from Teams Controllers. So that
Okay.
was very interesting to see. As far as the Golden Glove, I don't know if you guys know Mr. Stephen Carty from Jack Spaniards. He won the Golden Glove, and I must say, I admire his perseverance. He trains a lot. So I was happy to see that his hard work definitely did not go in vain. And then
that the stats from that, you guys didn't take the finals into consideration because it's
no,
yeah.
the finals, as it pertains to the finals, the finals only was concluded regarding the MVP.
Okay.
And all other awards were rated based off the regular season to give everybody the opportunity.
Because personally, I find he was a little shaky in the work. I don't know.
I know the feeling.
The playoffs, they were kind of shaky. He wasn't himself.
That happens a lot, You oftentimes have like a lot of your top players who bring you to the finals. All the time, especially like in the playoffs, is like, okay, is this the same player?
Because he was a rocking shortstop the whole season. And
yeah. The stats were based off of the regular season. Only the MVP came from the playoffs.
All right, so let's continue on. So shout out to Steven, Golden Glove.
Yes.
Who's next?
All right, which division would you like to know next?
Let's go to the females.
All right. Oh gosh, well that was easy.
One
day. Like the queen should get the one person get all the stats. Yeah. All the sashes. Yeah. So this year we had Miss Francine Frazier, the daughter of Leroy Frazier. She basically got almost all the awards. She got the best pitcher, she got the best batter, she got the most stolen bases, and she got most valuable player.
Yeah. 15 years old.
Yeah. So 15. So if you ask how the future of softball looking, I think it's safe to say it's bright.
It's definitely bright. It's definitely bright. So she took everything.
Well, I won't say everything. Spinners, we had some little things in between. So we had, for example, Miss Debbie Van der Kolk. She got the Golden Glove Award for the 2025 season. And we had Miss Tameka York. She got the most home runs, tied with Anilda Sosa from the Survivors.
Yeah.
And then as it pertains in the male division, we've had Malachi Williams. He went with the best pitcher and the best batter award.
He was strong all season. That really shows his work. He
very dedicated to all his sport. And then we had Mitty. He got the Home Run King Award for 2025 from Sluggers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, Dimitri Williams.
Okay.
And then somebody saw him, I was like, who is this? And I was like,
But then because he didn't play, at certain moment he was injured. I haven't seen him playing for a long time.
He had the most home runs.
So that means the home runs.
It's gonna die.
It died out, huh?
When we switch the bats. We went from like 2 pages to like 3 lines.
Wow. Serious.
That's what you call balancing the league, So everyone had to bat with WBSC bats. As you know, that was one of the transitions that we made in the season. So it was quite an adjustment for many.
Wow, it made a big difference.
Most definitely. In the as a Golden Glove, we had Marcos Aquino, who got the Golden Glove in the male division, and we actually had Rookie of the Year, which was a new division. Well, not a new category, but especially like for the males, we had Mr. Leandro Barry, who got the Rookie of the Year, and we had Miss Kaylee Heinze, who got Rookie of the Year in the female division.
Okay.
She actually came from the Little League program.
And made a transition over.
Hands down. And she'll also be traveling to represent St. Martin in Puerto Rico in July.
Okay.
In the under 12 division.
I saw that. No, there's a selection training.
The under 12.
Okay,
under 12, they're traveling for Little League.
Okay.
Puerto Rico. This will be the first time actually. So that was one of the reasons why we actually lowered the age for the younger girls to have the exposure to play within our league. I know we sometimes was worried, okay, would these young girls be able to compete? But a lot of them been training from since they've been 8 years old. So you look at, for example, 4 years of experience under their belt.
Okay.
So so that's what we had. And as it pertains to MVP, the MVP player then came from the Illegalis team. So those were our awards that we had, the persons that stood out within the 2025 softball season.
So give me your wrap up on the season. You know.
Okay, so I must say, okay, so last year was more so, okay, how can we publicize and really bring softball out there, get people to, you know, like buy into softball again. This year was more so professionalizing the league and bringing it to another level. I know one of the main goals was helping the league to become WBSC certified, which I believe was a success. I mean, obviously when it comes to change, there's oftentimes resistance, but I think in the end, everyone kind of like got with the program, and we were able to transition with the bats. Most persons were able to, like, how to say, we had like an aspect of allowing the league to come more like family oriented. So for example, we had like a category where persons were encouraged, for example, to do things that show family wise. So now you would see, for example, a lot of teams have like jackets. You have like some teams have like, for example, Jack Spaniards had like the big balloon outside. I see for the closing ceremony, lions come with this big lion from the circus. So it was really nice to see, and also a lot of teams also came with like various songs as well too.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
we just play one.
You know, so it was nice to see, like, you know, besides just playing the sport of softball, there was so much like love and fun around the sport itself, which really made it like nice and entertaining. And I say thanks to the teams for their creativity in that regard. And if I'm allowed to, I would like to shout out some persons who actually played a big role in allowing the league to be successful this year. I would like to thank all the board members, our 10 board members. Then we have the volunteers, we have our stakeholders such as Bob C for the eyes. Then we have and the CC1. Then we have our kitchen crew, which we will miss Miss Gums and her delicious dishes. We had DJ Tools, who's always there, sometimes open up 9 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, Tools, like the game started at 3 o'clock. Very dedicated towards the league. We have Milton, you know, who does a phenomenal job at taking the pictures. Then we have our scorers. We have Jamila, Aisha, who guides a lot of the players and helping them to also score, and also the stats that we had weekly. I think by persons being able to see their stats and the top players for every week, and I think that in itself helped and encouraged players to enhance their performance. And then finally we have the umpires who stood strong all the way until the end of the season. And while we may be closing off the season, the elevation of softball will continue. I know we have some exciting news coming up regarding the umpires and the coaches, where the federation will be organizing something very exciting. So our goal is, while the season is over, we will continue to grow softball and elevate the level of softball in St. Martin.
All right, great. Hey,
if I can get,
of course, grab the microphone there.
Well, I mean, me and Miss Lambert, we had it out a lot of times. But what I can say, she took our organization and she worked with it. Work, action, advice, what can we do, how it can be changed, and in front of everyone here, Miss Lambert, just continue. Continue what you're doing. You're young, you have more years to go. We will want you there. We will want you there. All right?
Hey, a lot of times people don't underestimate how difficult it is to run organizations here in St. Martin. The sacrifice, yeah. It's hey, you have to get you back in.
I used to be a pain in her butt. I'm sure she learned one or two things from me.
It is a challenge, but I guess listen, we run down to the end of the program, so let me start off with you, Simon, and give you closing remarks so that we close out with, and then we can make the turn come back around. Give me your closing remarks, Simon.
Thank you for having us. Thank you for having me on your program. I listen to your program sometimes on Saturday morning. Also, thanks to the Lions for, bringing us back home. Last year was a tough thing for me to listen to who we're going to play with, and I just keep quiet until the time comes and I got my shirt and I show listen. So yeah, Lions where I deserve, where it's designed to be, and I love playing with the guys in them. So we look forward to some really good things next year.
All right.
Absolutely.
We're going to go to Duncan first, and then we can come back to Stephen, man. Stephen,
Well, I spent half of the season injured. Sure you guys noticed I didn't play the second half of the season. Sporadically, pinch run with my bad knee. Managed to score run. I don't know how yet. I don't know how I manage.
Hey, that one, once you got bad knee, you could score a run that's good, man.
But I really appreciated this season with regards to our team, the way we got together, the camaraderie, the brotherhood that we formed during this season, and I think from here we going forward. Like Steven said, we don't lose 2 in a row, but we plan to win 2 in a row. So, you know.
All right. We're going to go to Coffee, then we're going to come back. Let's go to Coffee.
Well, what I can say, every time it's nice to be in the show because we always just have good, what do you call it?
Conversation.
Yes, and conversation. And this year, yes, I was with Lions in the den with them.
Sound like something changing. Go ahead, this program we got for premieres. We got for premieres too.
Well, okay, let me put it like this. Most of the guys that was playing Astros illegales that getting old, we're gonna go in the Lions den.
Wow.
So that's for you to know.
All right. Let's go to you, Stephen. I gotta get you back in here to talk basketball one of these days, man. We gotta go down memory lane on basketball as well. Listen, recordar es vivir. Volleyball. But listen, all wrong. We gotta go do a whole program, man. With you, man.
Prepare for that.
Yeah. Prepare.
Many months ago.
Go down in all your books and have all your information together so that we could do a good program, man.
No, Tony, once again, thanks for having us this morning, and me being the first time on your program. It was very good. I'd like to thank my entire Lions team, and especially the guys that joined me this morning. Cuffy is one of the new recruits on the team. But he had made up his mind, you know. There's the saying goes, when you can't beat them, you join them. So he came over.
I would take it. Take it. Most of the championship, it's we against each other. So.
That's an old Sonata saying.
I like to shout out to my good friends from the Jazz Players as well for making the tournament very interesting and entertaining, not to say the least. Congratulations one more time to the Lions 50 Plus for being champs.
All right. We're going to close off with the lady in the house, Miss Dr. Tameka Lambert, man.
All right, I must say, in closing words, it has been a fantastic season. You know, with the good, you oftentimes have the challenges, but I think we've all learned a lot. And I would like to thank the teams and the coaches in particular, you know, for their dedication towards the sport, and also our fans. And lastly, of course, you, Mr. Aventurin, you know, for always helping us to promote the sport and also being present as one of the top fan as well. So keep up the good work. Really
Sideline coach.
Listen, I want to thank you guys for being my guest this morning on the program, and Dr. Lambert, I want to congratulate you on really bringing back, you know, doing a good job with softball. And of course, when you're in leadership, it's always going to be challenges, but the problem is once work is happening, mistakes will be made. And like we said already, the best coaches and the best organizers always on the sideline and never get involved themselves to do anything. So with that, we're going to close off the program, and thank you for joining us, and invite you to come back, Master D. You go run it after the program, the Lion song. If you could run that again. As I say in closing, always be happy with what you have while work for what you want. Remember, God is the greatest. Don't count your challenges, just count your blessings, man. All right, with that, until next week, we'll be back again with the next program. Take care, bye-bye. I'm Antonio Frenchman. Out.